check it out. A slow cooked mutton curry that is perfect for either a dinner or for meal prepping for the week. And it's got so much jam-packed goodies in there. You're gonna love it. Ingredients here for the mutton curry. And we're gonna get this all sorted, ready for our feast. So let's go get it. Chopped and ready. Here we are, guys. Everything is now ready to be put into the slow cooker. But before you do it, let's just run through the ingredients now they're all chopped and ready. So down here, we've got our lovely, gorgeous mutton. This is grass-fed mutton. I buy this from Piper's Farms. It comes pre-diced, ready to rock and roll. So it's ideal. And there's 500 grams of that in there. Coming up here, we've got some lovely little stock. I'm just going to keep that as a nugget. I'm not going to dilute or anything. That is just there for extra flavor. Big tin of coconut milk. Make sure it's full fat, extra flavor. It's pointless buying the watered down ones. The low fat ones, they taste of nothing. So go full fat and get that flavor in there. Now we've gone for a nice easy bit of squeezy chili paste just to give a bit of punch. Some garlic paste, which is again nice and easy, saves having to faff around. And finally, ginger paste. Now they all taste amazing. It's all fresh and it tastes really good. So don't worry, it won't ruin the flavors. Now we're going into our shallots. I've gone with shallots today, just to add a bit of sweetness to this curry, really. So there's 4 shallots there, just chopped up nice and thinly, nice and easy. Into the spices, we have 2 tablespoons of coriander, 1 teaspoon of garam masala, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon in there. Looking good. Smells good already. 1 tablespoon of sweet paprika in here, a teaspoon of turmeric, and a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of cumin. Nice and easy. Bird's eye chilies, I may have mentioned those already, but if I haven't, there's 3 of them in there, chopped nice and fiery, more punch. 2 bay leaves, lovely little bay leaves, and some cardamom pods. And I've got 5 cardamom pods in there, ready to go in. And finally, some tomato puree. Perfect. And that's all you need for this lovely, really simple midweek curry. Like I said, it's a slow cook, so it's ideal. So let's go and chuck this in a pan and we can rock and roll. So we're going to slide that out of the way. What I'm going to do is grab my pan for you guys. There it is, non-stick, nice and easy. And I'm also going to grab my ghee, my favorite ghee. Everybody needs some ghee in their kitchen. It's really, really good to cook with. High flammable rate, so it doesn't turn to a carcinogenic. And I'm just going to use a teaspoon or a large teaspoon of ghee in the pan. I'm going to heat that up, and then we're going to chuck on our diced mutton. Add in. Lovely. And brown off. Nice and easy. Lamb is nicely browned. Just did that nice and quick over a high heat. And then all I'm going to do is then add that to the slow cooker. Juices and all. And I'm going to grab my onions and I chuck those in the same pan. And then I'm just going to softly cook these now for a couple of minutes. Jobs are good. Here we are, sauteed onions, looking absolutely perfect, nice and translucent and sticky. Now all we're going to do is take our ginger and our garlic, and I'm going to add in a tablespoon. See, this is why when you're doing curries, these are so helpful. You can just pop in a whole tablespoon of ginger and garlic. Tablespoon straight on top. There we go. Ginger and garlic, and we're just going to stir that through, cook that for another couple of minutes, just to bring in some warmth into it. Here we are, looking good, like I said, nice, just warm that through for a minute. And now all we're going to do is add in our spices. Straight on top. And then we're just going to mix that through nice and simply. Just going to go for another tablespoon of that. Hopefully we've got enough. There we go. Okay, squeezed out. There we go. And we're going to do a teaspoon chili paste as well. Perfect. Lovely. It's going to be nice and punchy, this. There we go. Add that in. Just going to warm that through. And I might add a little bit of water if it looks a bit dry, which I think I will do. Add in a little plug of water. And then I'm going to heat that for 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, until it starts to smell the aroma. And the reason for the water is just to stop the spices from burning. So just turn that into a nice paste. Perfect. Absolutely lovely. I'm going to cook that for a bit. Here we are, looking good. I'm going to add in my cardamom pods now onto the pan just to warm through. The chilies as well. And we're just going to keep heating that up and mixing it in together slowly. Perfect. So while that's on the hob, our lamb is still in the, our mutton, sorry, is still in the bottom of our slow cooker. I'm going to add in bay leaves, so they're at the bottom. And I'm also going to add in our stock and just pop that in on top so it's ready to go, sitting there for the next stage. Here we are, team. Look at that. Looks absolutely incredible. It smells amazing. If only you could smell through a camera, hey? So, one day with AI, I'm sure you'll be able to. So, right. Spices, onions, ginger, garlic, cloves, all in there. All we're going to do now is add in, let's set that down, our coconut milk. And look how lovely and creamy that is. Absolutely gorgeous. Add that in on top. Make sure you get all the goodies. Mix in together and you'll start to get this lovely blend. And it's starting to look like a lovely flavoursome curry there. Look at that. Oh, wow. And we're going to, once that's all mixed together, really simply, all you're going to do now is put it back on the hob and bring it up to a simmer. Simmer for a couple of minutes. And then we're going to add it into our lovely lamb, our lovely mutton in there. So we're just going to simmer that now nice and quickly on the stove. While that's on the stove simmering, we're back to our mutton. And finally, before you put the curry sauce on top, all you're going to add in is some lovely salt. There you go. I'm going to do a teaspoon of salt. Boom. And I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of freshly cracked black pepper. I always do it in a pasta and water because I think you get so much more flavour for it. I'm just going to give that all a shake in there. Coat all that lovely mutton in the juices with the bay leaves, salt and pepper, and that's absolutely perfect. That's ready to go. Here we go. Almost there. Here it is. The piece de resistance, the final pieces. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Smells amazing. It's creamy, it's spicy, it's lovely. We're just going to pour this, get that in front of you so you can see it. Look at that. I'm going to pour this over the top of our mutton. Give everything a good stir. Look at that. And here she is in the final resting position for 6 hours. Turn it on to low. Put the lid on and enjoy. Right, it's all good having a lovely curry in the slow cook, but what you need now is an extra little bit of jazz and panache on the side. So for you, next, I have got a cauliflower rice with a twist, and I've got a lovely, fresh, light raita. So let's dive into those ingredients right now. Here we are, nice and simple. We've got some afternoon sun coming through on the right hand side across the board, but this is ultimately what you're going to need for the raita on your left and the cauliflower rice on your right, which is all you need. It's really easy and of course a nice simple blender. So let's dive into this stuff straight away. Let's go firstly with the raita. So the raita is really nice and simple. All you need is a nice bit of cucumber, that's half a cucumber, 1 whole lemon, 2 garlics, as we like, 1 green chili for some spice, and some cumin. I've already put out a teaspoon, so that's important. So that's all you need, and obviously a little bit of Greek yogurt. This is 500 grams, so we're just going to use half of that tub. We're going to do 250. And all you're going to do is pop everything in here pretty much on the spices side and turn it into a paste. So here we go. So simply, here we go. Cucumbers chopped. I just chopped it so you can dice that into a bit more, chop that in. Garlics, boom, straight in. Chili, boom, straight in. Cumin, in we go. Lemon juice, don't get any pips. That's all in there. And blend that now into a nice paste. Done. Lid on. Done. Looking delicious, smells delicious. Yogurt, open her up. Fresh, creamy yogurt. Like I said, you're going to do half of that, so you're just going to put that in a bowl. You can always add more if you want shortly. Take the paste and mix in slowly. Add that in. And we just start to mix that now. Thick. Perfect. And it tastes, I'm going to quickly taste it for you. Oh, absolutely delicious. Okay, we've done the raita. Now we're setting into the cauliflower rice. Again, all you're going to need is the blender, so I've given that a quick rinse. You obviously need some cauliflower, half there, so that should do about 2 people. Some more cumin, just a smattering of cumin. Some fresh parsley from the garden, and in here I've got some pumpkin seeds with some cashews, just to give it a bit of crunch, and it also tastes delicious and it's super healthy for you. So that's all you need. Let's chop it up and let's get it going. Chopped it up, nice and easy. Grab your collie and put it into your blender. Lid on, nice and simple at this rate, and blend it away. Ooh, there we are. Zoom. Spiced cauliflower, not spiced yet, but it is cauliflower rice. I'm going to take that out. All you're going to do then is grab a pan, put it straight in the pan, nice and simple. Drizzle of olive oil over the top. So you take this, olive oil's already in, drizzled, lovely, and we're going to fry that for a couple of minutes until you get that smell and that aroma. Done. Here we go, fresh off the grill. As you can see, it's nice bit of colour to it now, nice and brown. It smells delicious. We're just going to add in our cashews and some pumpkin seed. Knock those in there. And then we're just going to dust slightly over the top with some cumin. Not too much, just a light dusting, probably half a teaspoon. And then return to the flame. Go. Here we are. It's all now been on the hob. It's warmed through. Everything's ready. Just going to now dust over the top with our parsley, mix it all together, and then move it into a bowl. And there you have it, cauliflower rice with a twist. Delicious. There we have it, guys. 6 hours of slow cook, looking absolutely delicious, smelling incredible. Raita set and ready to go. Cauliflower rice, and then I've done a little celeriac rosti as well. What an absolutely perfect way to have a meal. Okie doke. So cauliflower rice with our nice nut and pumpkin seeds and some parsley on first. We have some cheeky celeriac onion bhajis, like an onion bhaji. Big dollop of slow cooked mutton curry. It smells divine. And then a little bit of our spicy raita right on the